Hey YouTube, POD7 here once again for some more FTL Run 2, Episode 1. As you can see, I've got a new desktop there, Harley and Ivy, kicking it winter style. Yeah, we're going to play some more FTL today. Been playing a little bit off camera. Just trying out the new ships. I think we're going to go with the stealth bomber, or whatever it's called, the Nesasio, I think it's called. And we're going to step it up and put it on normal today. We're going to put on the big man pants and get completely slaughtered, if I'm honest. um, Normal, the difference between easy and normal is you get less scrap to start off with. Here I am showing that I've already Tally got the most repairs on that mission. I've already tested the new ships out once or twice. I unlocked the Type B for the SS Phallus. That's what I call it. But it'll be a while before we try the Type B on that. So Nesasio, that's the one we're going with today. So since it looks like the X Jet from X-Men, the animated series to me, we're gonna go with some X-Men themed teams today. Yeah, since it's a stealth ship, it obviously puts a lot into cloaking and sensors and being able to evade. And so it doesn't have much in the way of firepower. Uh, Here you see me trying to decide between easy and normal. But yeah, if you want to see the difference between easy and normal, just pause and uh, they do a pretty good job of summing it up in a sentence, pretty much. So here we go. Let's see if I remembered to move my crewmen around. I don't think I did. That little red circle means there's some kind of hazard. It could be you're too close to a sun, could be an asteroid field, uh, ion storm sometimes. So here we go. Since we don't have the money, we have to fight them. Make sure to turn on auto fire first because it really sucks when you think it's on and you look down and you're wondering why you're getting your butt kicked and you see that your weapons aren't firing. So, yep. You always want to pick your targets for your weapons and then um, wait till they fire to cloak because sometimes you'll get lucky and their guns, it sounds weird to say, but their guns will be fast and so they'll miss 2 or 3 shots while you're cloaked. Here's me realizing I didn't have crewmen stationed. We have, I'm trying to think, we have Jean Grey at the pilot seat because she's a phoenix, so she flies. Logan on weapons, and Summers on engines. So, and we're getting our butt kicked, as predicted. They beat up our oxygen and they put a puncture in our hull in the oxygen room. So, Bad start. First fight and we're already hurting pretty bad. Um, yeah, look at the health drop. Oh my god. And just barely got him out of there. Logan probably has like 1 health. Oh well. Well, it's post commentary, so I'm not gonna lie. This is a extra long episode, and if you can think of any reasons why, that's probably why. Oh man, I like the idea of this ship, but it's just really hard to play with, in my opinion. Considering how much luck comes into this game, you pretty much have to hope and pray for not only every little piece of scrap you get, but for better weapons, and hope that you have enough scrap to buy shields eventually. Because if you haven't noticed, there's no shields. Yeah, I just decided to hold on to the scrap, I think. Because it's really dire here at the beginning. Excuse me. It's the morning. And I'm drinking a Diet Coke because I'm an idiot. Uh, I, I thought I clicked don't explore that, but maybe I did. Um, for some reason, I always feel compelled to explore it, even though I know you have like an 80% chance of just taking hull damage. So, I don't know. You always want to be adventurous in this kind of game. It's funny because the penalty is death and not being able to go back to what you were doing. You have to start all over again. But it still compels you to explore everything. So there you see shields are 150 scrap. Pretty sure that's the most expensive thing in the game. So yeah, you definitely want to save up for those. Um, Unless you get really lucky and get good weapons and a lot of scrap to put into your cloaking and stuff early on. We are being very risky right now. Very close to the rebels. Okay. I was gonna say, I don't remember fighting this guy, but if I did, I'm stupid. Uh, I'm trying to remember if I've even seen somebody. Well, obviously, some people have beat the game on normal with this ship. Um, but I'm not entirely sure I remember anybody doing it on normal with this ship. I've seen a couple of easy runs where it was really cool because they got their cloaking uh, pretty much shot up straight away, and they got like, a bunch of cool weapons and stuff. So I think they even got a boarding party. That might have been Dr. Hefe, but um, once again, go check his channel out because he's got some really cool runs. He just did one with a Zoltan cruiser, which was pretty cool. When you get into the nebulas, the rebel fleet slows down because they can't see you. Their sensors don't pick you up as good, so if you have the fuel, it's always good to fly around to most points in a nebula, unless you're in an uncharted nebula sector, because then there's tons of them, so you'll run out of fuel eventually. And we're already on to sector 2. You really don't want to go into any red dots with this ship, I think. That's the way I play anyway. Because, man, it's hard enough getting through some of the green and purple sectors with this ship. So there was interference on our comm, so they decided to attack us anyway. Yeah, so we have a beam weapon, and we have that fire bomb, but I never used the bombs. Uh, I was reaching for one there, but I hit escape. So what you want to do with a beam weapon is you stretch that little red line through as many rooms as you can, because you'll get one damage per room. And some beam weapons have different damage conditions. If you hit systemless rooms with the halberd beam, I think it is, it'll do double damage to those. So you definitely want to get as many rooms as possible. Um, the best beam in the game, if I remember right, is the glaive beam, and it does. You can get it across like 5 rooms, and it'll pierce through shields, but it loses 1 damage for every shield that has to go through. So have to get those weapons back online. I don't know why I haven't set up my dual lasers. Yeah, send them in there. 50% hull. Just barely starting the second sector. And oh, we lost a crewman along the way somewhere. I think maybe just in that attack. Yeah, because I sent both of them to fix the oxygen. That's not good. So we already lost Cyclops. He took one for the team. So now Wolverine has Jean all to himself. Jean, I did it for you, Marv. Oh man, if you guys haven't watched X-Men the animated series in a while, do it. Just do it. I mean, it's still pretty good, but man, it is like the cheesiest thing ever. We decided to jump and get out of there. Um, Logan has like 5 health, and we're busy shopping. Uh, oh man, we got him out of there like at the last possible second. He probably has 1 HP literally. So we're just gonna wait for that fire to go out, and then we'll probably send everyone in to fix the weapons. Oh, I send them both to the med bay. Yeah. This is a bad run, but I wanted you guys to see it because uh, I felt really bad. I don't know why, but I feel really bad that the first run was successful. Because it totally wasn't meant to be like that. You know how people always say those Call of Duty montage videos are always 1% of 100% of all their fights, and they just pick and choose the best clips. But I honestly, the first time I recorded, I made it all the way through and won. So, um, so I wanted to keep this in. Um, I got a lot farther after that with that last fight than I thought I would, but um, definitely got the hull back up because with no shields, you need as much hull as possible. Oh, the Zoltans wanted to check us for outlaws, fugitives, And we said, okay, whatever. And they probably saw Logan with his giant knife hands and probably figured he was a fugitive. So we have borders, and that's horrible because we have zero door control. Like when you're on the first tier of doors, they can just walk on through. You can't like lock them into a door, so it's pretty pointless to have them. Um, it's pretty pointless to try to suffocate them because they can just walk into the next room. And maybe I didn't get as far as I thought. Guys, battle stations. Oh, we're dead. Yeah. Oh, so that's what happens when you lose in this game. All your crewmen die, or your ship gets blown up. So that's my first attempt, the Nesasio. um, I haven't even looked at the achievements really for it. So 288 points. We're gonna go ahead and restart, just for sake of brevity. We start, as you can see, it's a roguelike, so it's different every time, and we start off in a nebula this time for whatever reason. And this time I actually remember to put everyone into place before we jump, so... Oh boy. Our first fight is a mantis fight. Luckily they don't have a boarding thing. Although sometimes you'll get a message that says people on deck or something like that before fight, and people teleport in even though the ship doesn't have a boarding thing. I'm sorry if my stomach is rumbling and it's picking up on the mic, but that's kind of what Diet Coke does to you. It really messes you up. Whew. I should have grabbed a cookie or something before this. Haven't had breakfast, and it's too early for lunch, so... and my nose is full, if you can't tell. um, um, yeah, so we made it through that fight pretty okay, I guess. Our cloaking got taken out, which is never good for this ship. I'm gonna have to try a run eventually where I try to get cloaking for a different ship and see how effective that is. Um, I'm working on a special project for FTL besides my big project that I talk about in the Minecraft series. Um, if you ever watched Yogg's, if yeah, anybody that I know that watches FTL probably watches FTL by Yogscast Shin as well. Um, and what he did the last couple runs that he posted was he had little voice clips of his friends, and he played those during anytime something special happened or during different events, and I'm thinking I'm gonna try that. But we'll see what happens. I mean, he didn't ask them to record it. He just took it from different videos that they've done together and just took different things they said and spliced them in. So, uh, yeah. Whenever I have a project like this, I always go overboard. It seems like, and I get frustrated with how much work there is to do and just drop it. So we'll see how it goes. um, oh, I guess we're pledging to help someone. Ooh. It's always a gamble when you get a quest like that, because sometimes the quest marker will be one jump away and it's like right next to you, and other times it'll be halfway across the map. And even worse times is when it spawns right in front of the rebel fleet and you can't get to it in time. It's like, well, why did it even spawn it there? We can't get to it. One of the other things I've thought about doing as we start to get pummeled here, although I did get a lucky hit on their shield room. One of the other things I've thought about doing is playing with mods for this game, because believe it or not, there's mods for FTL. And one of the mods is uh, custom ships. And so there's mods for like the original USS Enterprise and I think the ship from Firefly. I may have mentioned this before now that I think about it, but another one is called Infinite Space. And it's basically infinitely spawning maps, and you just keep going until you die. There's no like final sector or last boss or anything. It's really cool. You should look it up if you like FTL, and if you know enough about computers to mod stuff. Um, I think it's even supporting stuff like mini bosses if you meet certain conditions and all kinds of crazy stuff. So definitely check it out if you really like FTL like I do. Um, so that's another option. Uh, Probably do a couple more runs before I do anything like that. Uh, because one of the other things about Infinite Space is it adds other weapons, and they start to get really expensive as you go on. Obviously, because your scrap builds up after a while. So, um, if you're lucky enough to get that far, anyway. So that was the glaive beam you saw down there. I think I was waggling my cursor in frustration that I couldn't buy anything. Sell the long range scanner, and I got the automatic reloader so I can get some shots fired off. Um, I don't know. Long range scanners, since you want to fight people anyway in this game, I don't see really the point in having them. The only thing they're good for is finding out if you're going to run into an asteroid field or something, with the little red circles around each jump. So, trying to remember what my strategy was here. I think I attacked their drone control, and then it said something about they're trying to jump or building up to jump. So we attacked their pilots, and then we killed them. So um, yeah, actually, I think that's the first time I've done that this episode. uh, Still have all three crews, so we're doing marginally better than the first first run earlier in the episode. Um, One of the things I had wanted to do with this series was name every ship after a ship from a popular sci-fi series, or at least a series that I like, and then explain what I like about each series and why you should watch it. But the first run, man, doing the Borg and explaining. It was kind of hard to explain why you should watch it when you're talking about the main villain of the show, basically. So I don't know. And there's I, since the SS Phallus ship that I have the Type B of from earlier in the episode, since you get 4 crew members to start with on that, I think that will either be a Farscape themed run or a Mass Effect themed run. I'm not sure. Um, so we'll jump to this store. Oh, we jumped on some station to help fight off giant alien spiders, and we lost Cyclops again. He's such a martyr, and he won't be rising from the ashes like Jean Grey. So, um, just decided to fix up the ship and move on. Um, oh, it's a NG donut. We decided to help them out, and luckily it's only 1 jump away, which is always nice. They gave us a missile and some scrap. So, yeah, I just decided to hold on to it. um, I don't recall what I was saving up for at the moment, but you really want to pump a lot into cloaking and to your engines for evasion. So, hopefully, because I've only recorded up to this point. Um, the first series I kind of recorded uh, the whole run ahead of time and then just kind of pretended I hadn't recorded in between commentaries. But yeah, I am really hoping to pick up some people in the next episode of this because it really sucks rolling with 2 people on the ship. One of the other good things to do when running with this ship is um, to accept bribes and accept surrenders a lot more because you'll get less damage. We saved an arms dealer of some kind, I think. I think I was trying to decide if I wanted another weapon or not, which is stupid because that would require upgrading my weapons slots. So that's just more scrap to spend. Yeah. Um, I don't know why it took so long thinking about this, but I think yeah, just decided to move on, I think. We'll find out here in a second. Or are we going to go for full cloaking? Nope. Got the scrap recovery arm. Oh man. It's I really like the every other day uploading schedule because I upload 1 video one day and then I can record 2 the same day and edit 1 the next to be ready for the following day. So I'll be able to get a backlog built up eventually to where I can kind of start posting every day. And if you want to build a subscriber base, I think that's something that's really important now is uploading every day, especially on a video game channel. I mean, if you look at uh, people like Yogscast and Total Biscuit and Captain Sparkles, they upload pretty much every day. Yogscast isn't doing it right now because they're doing a live stream marathon, so they're pretty busy with that for charity. I'm trying to remember what it was called, Honeydew's Honey Stream or something like that. Um, this is a pretty easy pickings kind of fight because he didn't have shields. It seems like it's very rare to run into those guys when they don't have shields. I don't know why, at least to me anyway. So we're back up and we got our cloaking built up now. We're just going to go ahead and jump to the next sector. So this is me trying to decide if I want to go on a suicide run into the pirate-controlled sector. But ultimately, we go to the Zoltan homeworlds, I believe. Because it's easier. I have no qualms about being truthful. So, it's POD7 signing out.